Hello everyone, this is Vinny Tartamella. You know me as Vinny Art online. I'm a former lead designer at McFarlane Toys and a comic book creator. Today I am reviewing this really cool Gundam figure. It is Strike Freedom Gundam. And this was given to me by one of my really good friends. So shout out to you, Brendan. Thanks, buddy. This piece is really cool. And again, I'm not that super familiar with Gundam. But I thought these designs look really cool, and these things always caught my eye. So again, thank you, Brendan, for getting this one for me. I do appreciate it. And yeah, I said let me do a nice review on this figure because it is a pretty cool piece. And yeah, we'll break it down. So box art is fantastic. Bandai, they do an amazing job on these things. I've had a number of their figures over the years, or SH Figure Arts. I mean, it's all the same company. But yeah, they do a really amazing job on their packaging. They keep it nice and condensed, but yet they usually have a lot of good items and stuff. So there is some of the barcodes and whatnot, if stuff you need to look at. But here he is out of the box, well, out of the package almost entirely, but that's how they did it. They put the wings on the back, taped in. The only thing that's kind of a bummer on this is that there is no flight stand, but they do add a clip in there. So if you do have some other SH Figure Art stands or Bandai stands, it works well. I don't know why they didn't just tack it in there, but maybe because of the American. These were purchased at Target. I know they usually have them. It's the only store I've actually seen them at, but I'm not sure if Walmart carries them. But anyway, I've seen them at Walmart. I'm sorry, at Target. So, yeah, here is the figure out of the package without anything extra, just as is. And I just kind of want to show like the sleekness and the nice design of the figure. Again, I've been meaning to check out some of the anime of these things because I thought they did look pretty cool. I have a few other friends that are into like Macross, Robotech. So, yeah, I know my friend, Dig Outlaw. He's a massive fan of Robotech. So, again, these are things I'd like to get into eventually. But, yeah, this was a cool surprise. So, yeah, like I said, we're breaking it down. And the articulation is unique on these guys as well. Bandai, they usually do hyper-articulated figures. This guy has a lot of cool joints, but he does have some setbacks, I would say. So, we'll be getting into that now. But again, just a slightly better look at the figure with some good lighting on them. And this thing is immaculate. Most of it, they are like the plastic. It's molded in that specific color, and they kind of just put them together. There is some paint it looks like on the face part. But yeah, for the most part, like, everything is super clean on it. And just how they chose to make these figures, you could tell why. They feel, I don't want to say gummy, but there's something with the plastic that's different than your typical like Transformers figures or something like that. But articulation-wise, there's a lot of good movement. Shoulders go all the way around. Those shoulder pad things kind of move. He's got upper bicep cut, a double hinge for the elbow, ball jointed wrist. He goes side to side. There's no ab crunch and no waist turn, or if there is, like I was kind of afraid to do it because of all the other pieces there, but I didn't see any waist turn. Splits are pretty good. Here's the crazy thing. So those side pieces they port off, but there's a reason for it because you could move them around. And I think in the anime and the manga, they do have them in different spots. So yeah, you could replace that like with the guns and whatnot. So I'll show that in a minute. But yeah, great splits. They're perfect. Perfect Van Dams. Double hinge in the knee. The ankle, really great articulation on that. Hinge, it goes forward and back. Rockers, so yeah, really good stuff. And I believe he does have drop down hips as well. So there is extra articulation kind of hidden there. Upper thigh rotation. And yeah, so these things port in on the sides. But you could also put them on the back skirt piece. So and I will be showing that. But like I said, for the most part, he does come with some cool stuff. He comes with 2 identical guns, although the pegs, when they're facing the inside, so that's the only difference. And it's just, you know, how you want to display them, if you want to have the weapons on them and closed fists or whatnot. But he does have alternate hands for the triggers, for the trigger fingers. And that's really good. Super easy to pop in on and off. Yeah, just be mindful when you do get these figures. Just think of them as being more fragile than your regular figures. And I'd say that because of the head piece alone, with all the sharp points. If he tips over and that thing lands or it falls from a big height, it'll definitely snap into a bunch of pieces. So, yeah, that little gold clip you could put underneath the crotch part. So if you do have one of the other their stands with the multi-jointed thing, you could stick it on there. And yeah, so again, I don't understand why they didn't just add it, because it's fine how they normally do it, and they just kind of add it in the back like where the wings were in the packaging. So it is what it is. But he has that backpack part and and I'll show you how the wings go on. He's got these extra little white tube things that go, I guess design wise, they clip onto those side skirts, as you can see there. You just line it up better and it'll clip in good. I just kind of half-assed it a bit. But yeah, it does look good. I mean, design-wise, these things are really killer. So yeah, here are the wings. And yeah, there's some cool articulation in these things too. So there's like 2 pairs there. And there's one for the left, one for the right. But yeah, here they are plugged in. It was easy to do off camera. But yeah, they slip in, no problem. Beautiful stuff. Again, and how they spread out and open up, that's really cool. And like I said, design-wise, these things are amazing. You know, I'd like to get into this soon. Hopefully I can make some time to do that. But yeah, a lot of crazy stuff going on right now, including working on some killer projects. I have one that's on Kickstarter right now. So if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. The Art of Vinny Tartamella, a work of art. I've only have it for maybe 20-something days from when I'm posting this. So yeah, go support that project whenever you can. But yeah, articulation-wise, it's really cool. You have that pivot that goes forward and back kind of thing, inward and outward. You could display pretty much however you think or whatever comes to mind, essentially. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, here's like that skirt part that you could swap those pieces. So it just takes a little bit of work, but yeah, you get it in there. And the guns could actually hang on the sides as well. So there's a thing you could do if you want to do it. And I believe that's, from what I've seen on the packaging, yeah, you have your options. So here he is with everything that he comes with. And yeah, I think this thing is a really cool looking figure, you know. Like I said, the plastic that they use for the main body, it's a softer kind of plastic. I don't think it'll degrade over time, but like I said, just be mindful of that type of stuff when you're posing these things. I've never really had a figure that was like this before, but the joints hold, like they're good. But when you have it in your hand, like you'll know what I'm talking about, especially people who've bought these before. So yeah, and here is that bootleg Megatron from the Bumblebee movie, KO. I have a full review on him. I could link it. I'll link it on the end of this video. But again, they look really cool together, and just to kind of show you scale. So if anyone is familiar with this, yeah, that's kind of how they scale. So pretty good. I know Bandai, they're usually about 5.5 or just under 6 inches, somewhere around there, for the majority of their lines of figures, like the Street Fighter stuff, some of the DC figures that they've done. They're in that ballpark of like 5.5 to 6 inches. Leaning more towards 6, I would say, but yeah, they feel like a slightly smaller scale than you would expect. Like Marvel Legends, they're a little bit bigger. Those are closer to 6.5 inches now, kind of what they've been doing. Although I believe like the new female figure is closer to 6 1/4, something like that. But not bad though. So yeah, this guy definitely has a shelf presence, that's for sure. Especially with those wings, very, very cool. So again, I'm not even a Gundam guy yet, and this figure alone is like selling me on this. So Very cool. So I'm sure if you are a massive fan or you've been collecting these things, yeah, I wouldn't miss out on this guy. He's pretty damn cool. And here he is on one of those flight stands I was talking about. So yeah, most of their figures, they would come with those type of bases. And I know online, like on eBay and stuff, you could find, you know, various amounts of these things. This isn't even an official one, and it clips on fine. This was some other, I saw someone selling it online. There was like a pack of 12, and it comes with another kind of waist grabber thing. But you could just swap the waist grabber out, and since it already comes with that gold clip that goes to the crotch area, it just ports in just fine and holds them up. So, again, shop around. I'm sure you'll find something if you don't have one of the Bondi stands in your own collection. But like I said, overall, awesome posability on this guy. I wish he had some kind of like ab crunch. Normally, they're really good at doing that. But yeah, he didn't seem to have one. But yeah, 8.5 out of 5. Yeah, must buy. Great figure. Be sure to pick up my Volume 3 art book as well. This thing is perfect bound, 64 pages. Absolutely amazing. So you don't want to miss out on this one. Again, this is the Volume 3. It's available right now in Indiegogo for a limited time. Yeah, more information soon on some of my other projects. And yeah, upcoming stuff. There's also going to be a sneak peek at City Venus 2 in this book. So yeah, you're not going to want to miss this at all. Like I said, this is going to be the next major comic book that I am releasing. This one's going to be around 52 pages. Hi, for anyone looking for some amazing comic books, this is part of my collection. I am the artist and creator of Shadow of the Kraken. This is a beautiful pirate story, 52 pages, beautiful artwork. Yeah, everything you need out of a great pirate story, you're right here. We have City of Venus. It's a futuristic story, also another one that I totally created. Beautiful, if you love kind of post-apocalyptic worlds, beautiful women, sci-fi, action. This has a little bit of everything in it. So if you're looking for that, on that campaign, you could also get, for a limited time, Volume 1 and 2 of my art books. These are loaded with amazing images, 52 pages each. Yeah, they got pretty much everything you need in there. And we have, of course, hardcover book. This is Through the Woods, co-created and written by Frankie Tartamella, my brother. And yeah, I did all the artwork. This is 100 pages. You get the entire story in here, beginning, middle, end. You get all of it, and it is truly amazing. So if you're looking for a great ghost story, this is definitely the book for you. Just click the link in the descriptions, and yeah, these books ship immediately.